Could they be doing, or what's the process moving forward?
Well, I think the biggest thing right now, I'm in the process right now of sending out emails to everybody that participated, and that this past year, we had some Baptist churches in the Binghamton area that kind of heard about this. They wanted to be part of it. I mean, so it's kind of opened up to not just the Methodist churches, but other churches.
Yes.
So one of the things I'm kind of looking for, I need help trying to find somebody that do some of the computer stuff too to help that. But we're going to encourage people, instead of our driving all over New York State, if they can't find someone who has a pickup truck, actually bring the shoe boxes to Endwell, and I'll meet them. We'll take them and put them in our storage area, because the cost factor to run around is very expensive.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find a way. I mean, we're spending $900 and some per 26-foot truck, so there's two of those.
Yeah.
Then we have the lodging and the meals for the 4 people that are going down. So, I mean, we're very fortunate that when churches give us shoe boxes, they also give us some money. So that's the other thing. We're encourage people to understand that we need to have some funds coming in to help us cover the costs going down, because they don't go for free. I mean, I've been asked, why don't you hire a moving company? Well, forget it, because the moving company's going to charge an arm and a leg, because if they can't bring a load back, it's like costing double. Now, the other thing we learned this past year is people decided they'd put dollar bills in the shoe boxes.
You beat me to the punch on this one, Dave. I was going to bring this up.
The young lady who's shrink wrapping, I think wanted to put my head on a platter, because she'd call me, you need to come over now. We had to open up all the shoe boxes, go through, pull the dollars out, because they do not want to give a shoe box out with money in it, because that creates a problem. Someone gets money, someone doesn't. So
we highly encourage people not to, your heart's in the right place, but to pull that off, to just make a...
I mean, each year we learn.
Yes.
And I think this year we are trying to work with the United Methodist Men and getting them to say, okay, maybe they would take it on as far as bringing stuff to us. Because that, if we could eliminate running a couple of the small trucks.
Well, it's just cost effective. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're willing to buy them lunch or whatever.
So the next trip is scheduled sometime in December then?
Right. We're going to be doing the collection all the month of November. They want us at the mission by December 6th or 7th. Mainly that helps them, because the first year we went right after Thanksgiving. We put the shoe boxes someplace that they had to move them 3 more times. But if we wait until December, then they put them right where they want. Now, the only bad thing is 2 years in a row, we have just beat the weather coming back.
Yes.
So fingers crossed that
So we encourage people, our listeners, our viewers, to start collecting now.
Right.
You right through the spring and the summertime and the fall, so that we're ready to go. And
if anybody has questions, if you call Endwell United Methodist Church, they'll get your name to me, and I will get you the information. Like I said, I'm starting to send out the emails telling everybody what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, because a lot of smaller churches want to start now, because they just think it's a great mission.
Sure. Good.
So we're going to try to do that.
Fantastic. That's and it's an exciting ministry, but we have a little bit more time remaining, and I had asked you if we could stick another ministry into this interview and this time together. One that I'm extremely excited about that will be coming to the Endwell area, and we're kind of launching this on this program, as a matter of fact, and it deals with the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. And they have been in touch with you, and would you share with our listeners and viewers the vision, the reason they called you, and what's in place and moving forward?
Well, I had a phone call from the Southern Tier Food Bank. They're in Elmira. Right now, they go to the Marion Apartments, which is located in Endwell, but it's a closed site. So that means only the residents of the apartments get food. They come in. They used to have these big trucks that used to take cans and bottles of soda to the grocery stores, and that's how they carried the food. They've gone to now box trucks that are refrigerated so they can carry frozen items and everything else. But they'd like an open site in the Endwell area. And what they have done, they have started a whole new process where people have to register. They fill out just a basic form, name, how many people in the household and everything, where they live. And what they've noticed in the town of Maine, you have Maine Federated Church and the Catholic Church that every other month do the food truck. And they were seeing people from Endwell on the addresses coming out there. I don't want to say about growing up, and my kids grew up and went to Maine Endwell schools and everything. Maine Endwell, way back when, was a very affluent area. It's no longer like that. It's more, low income, welfare, and there's a great, if you want to call it the food desert. We see it on Monday nights when we do our dinner, the people that come in that need a meal.
Yes.
And there's a need, to have food that people can get. And now, one of the nice things about the food truck is it comes in, there's no, it's not like you going to a local food pantry where you're limited or whatever. You bring your box, or you get boxes, and you take a full box of food with you. There's no, we're not checking income levels, households, or whatever. It's open to anybody that needs to have food. And it's the idea we want to serve the people, not only the Endwell area, but Endicott, Johnson City. And we're kind of centrally located. We have a huge parking lot. Plus the fact, if it's a bad weather day, we have our fellowship hall where we can take stuff in so people aren't in the rain or the cold. So it's kind of a win-win for them, because now they have a very open spot plus an inside spot that they can help. Now, our problem is we have to line up the people to work it.
Yes.
And we're really, if anybody's watching the show, we're looking for what I would call program coordinators. We're looking for registration coordinators. We need people who are good on the computer that can take the input the information so it's in the computer, because the driver's going to come with a laptop and he's going to have all the information that we've inputted into this program. So you come up, you just give your name, you don't have to fill anything out, you get a number to get in line. So that's a good thing. We also need volunteers to help. I think 10 to 12 volunteers that will actually be out there, putting the food in the boxes and making sure everybody stays in line, that type of thing. And kind of one of the things, last year we got involved doing the summer meal program.
Yes.
And here's another case where we were an open site. There were a closed site. Maine Endwell schools had closed sites just for their students that were going to summer school. We became the only open site. And we got into the thing just before summer meals started. Advertising really was not out there. So we're hoping to better that. But this is also another program of the Southern Tier Food Bank.
Yes.
It's all part of it. So now all of a sudden we're going to tie in doing summer meals, also having the food pantry truck come. So it's a great tie-in. I approached them if we could do it in the evenings, because one of the big concerns I have is the fact that a lot of the working poor can't come during the daytime.
Sure.
If you could do a 5 to a 6, it would be better. We thought that was all set up.
Yeah.
Get a phone call yesterday. Oh, my driver's going to be on vacation and we can't do it. So can we do it 12 to 1?
Yes.
But in the process, we now have, instead of one date, we have 2 dates. So we're going to be actually April 30th, which is a Monday, from noon to 1. We'll be food truck will be there. Then May 29th, which is the Tuesday after Memorial Day, they'll be there again from 12 to 1. We are already, like last night, we had our community dinner. We passed out the forms, and I think I handed out 30 forms to people. We told them fill them out, and that way we can get you pre-registered.
Yes,
So you don't have to, when you come that day, we're not trying to do it. And I'm going to make arrangements to take forms around to all the churches and say, hey, and maybe we can get some of the other churches in the Endwell area or
Sure,
Endicott area to
sure.
help us.
Yeah.
But it's a great way to support the needy in our community.
Right, right.
So
yeah.
that's,
Yeah, food scarcity is a reality.
it's getting,
yeah.
people don't realize it.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
When you see the meal sites, and I look at it from the standpoint that the fourth Monday of the month, the numbers jump as far as people coming in to eat because they don't know, their welfare checks or whatever haven't arrived.
Yeah.
They don't have any money for buying food, so everybody knows there's a free dinner every night of the week, and they know where to go to
Yes.
get a free meal. And I make a point myself of trying to be there because I get to know the people and
Yes.
they get to know me, and that kind of helps to build a rapport with them.
Yes.
And we're also bringing in people to talk to them. We've had a gentleman for Fidelis Insurance there who's helped talk to them about the insurance things and everything. Broome County Cooperative Extensions actually brought a lady down, and she's prepared food and showed them how to do it. Now the
Yes.
food bank wants to do the same thing on the days at the food truck. They want to have someone there that will show them how they can take some of these foods
Yes.
and prepare it. This is a great way because some of these people have no clue
Yeah.
how to do this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if the more we can do to help them,
Yeah.
it's
Just
so
kind of
much
working
better.
together and creating that
Right.
synergy to be the very best help we can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ready or not, buckle up. This is happening.
It's gonna happen a lot
From a
faster than
phone
we
call
thought.
that happened last week to they have already booked a time in April and May. And again, if there are those that are listening to this program or viewing it, and you'd like to be a part of this exciting new ministry with the Food Bank of the Southern Tier, which was voted last year as the #1 food bank in the nation. In Elmira. So that's very, very exciting. So, Dave, I thank you. I thank you for your work with the Redbird Mission. I thank you for your work with the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. And I hope some hearts have been touched today that in one way or the other, maybe it's a local food pantry or a dinner that your church or organization has nearby, that maybe you'll get involved and ask some questions about that and regarding the Redbird Mission and also the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. So thank you for joining us. I ask blessings upon your week. And again, Dave, thank you so much for being on this show, the Encounter program. Have a wonderful week, and God bless you all.